Hello and welcome back to Fucknuts Garage. Today we're going to do a starter re on the wife's old 2009 Whorin Torrent. So, been a little bit since we posted a video. I got my two boys here, so I'm going to turn the camera over to Junior here and let him start. And we'll get the hoist set up here and walk you through step by step on how to do a starter replacement. I apologize if my voice sounds a bit funny today. I got a bit of a sore throat. Not feeling just the greatest. Probably my old age catching up with me, but anywho, we're going to do it, and we're going to show you how to get her done. Be right back. So, like I said, today we're doing a 3-4 sequential fuel injected. Oh, yes. Actually, it's just a piece of junk, but anywho. So, first thing we do, before setting up the hoist, and disconnect the battery. So you give this thing a swat here, remove the ECM, lay her up out of the way, take your battery cover off. You want to disconnect and isolate the negative cable, so we'll grab a 10 mil, get that off. And again, Braden's running the camera, so you know, a little shaky there. He might be a little queasy on the camera. You have to bear with him. He tries. Grab the old trusty 10 mil speed wrench here. So I wonder what you all are doing on this fine Saturday morning. It's currently like 7 o'clock a.m. So we got the battery and cable disconnected here. We'll put her down in here, out of the way, you know. Like I said, you gotta isolate it, so we'll throw an old cloth on top of her there. I'm gonna take a second here and we'll start setting up the hoist, so anywho. Oh, well, that might hurt. Let me just take a minute. Braden, remember when I asked you to move that block? I'll bring it back to you. So anyways, after we just took a little tumble over a block there, took a minute, regained my composure, set the hoist up. We got her all under the vehicle there, so we can proceed to lift it up. And of course, if you remember rightfully so, this hoist is about as slow as a Ford car in a race. So. But this time, if you wouldn't mind going over and smashing the like and comment section there, maybe throw down a subscription, a few comments and whatnot. We'll happily get back to you and reply. So, like I said, by the time this hoist gets up, we'll all be retired. She's a little slow, but she works good. Make sure you check back there, because later on we'll be posting some videos of the new derby car we're doing up. The old Buick there. She's currently sitting out back. I'm going to change directions with it. I think I might take you on a little tour here, and we'll get her set up and take her to the enduro race. Maybe we'll get her all tuned up there and ready to go and catch a couple of girls with it over the time. So we'll bring you back and take you into that. So anyways, we'll grab a light here. We'll get going. And one sec, be right back to you. So anyways, I want to bring you back in here. I'll show you the failure of this starter. Look at this braided cable right here. Of course, the battery cable goes on here. Through the solenoid, it comes out here. This braided cable right here goes down into the armature. That's what fields the armature. But if you look right there, we'll expand the video. That black hole right there at the tip of my finger. That cable is indeed burnt. And of course, you look here. See this green right here? You don't want to see that. Shouldn't be there. Anywho, there's the reason for your starter failure. Finkel and Einhorn are in it together. And, you know, Einhorn is Finkel, Finkel is Einhorn. This starter is currently aft. So we're going to swap her out. Thank you. Bye. Hey, welcome back. So we're currently going to take this out. So we got to grab an 8 mil. Let me just check the camera there while Junior's recording. Okay. So we got to take this little 8 mil out. Get this little piece of the inspection pan off. And, you know, disconnect your starter terminal now. Just a quick insight. If you want to test these starters, we've already done this. You can short it across from that battery terminal right there to this one. That'll spin just a starter armature. And then you can trip it from here to here. If your ignition supply to the starter is bad, you can jump this here and it'll roll the engine over and start up with the key on, providing everything's okay. All right. So you want to unplug this, measure the voltage. Have somebody up in the vehicle turn the key on. I have a power probe, and if it sends power down, your light will beep and watch your voltage reading. It should be full battery power coming down on this normally purple wire to the starter solenoid. So we got trigger down here, but the starter is currently seized up, so you don't even roll over. It'll hum, that's it, so that's how we know. You can feel it, it'll, you know. So anyways, we'll get this bolt out, 215 mils. The battery terminal here, this blue one and this red one, that's 13 mils. We'll get that off. We'll disconnect the solenoid by simply pushing up on the tab. There you go. You know, check that connection there. Make sure it's good. You don't want to see no gangrene green corrosion like on this battery terminal here. I'll put this up out of the way. Check that out. That's just cause right there for stuff not to work properly. So anywho, we'll take a second. We'll get this bolt out and we'll start the removal. Once again, that bolt is an 8 mil or 5/16, whichever you got. For all you Yanks down there, I don't know. Most of you are familiar with how it goes. I can see this bolt here. It's probably going to twist off, so, you know. Oh, she's unseized. Good old Canadian cars. Gotta love them. As you know, we're up here in Canada, you know. Oh, she's coming loose, I think. You want to work her back and forth a couple times there, clear all the, you know, the corrosion out of the way. So we'll take a brief pause for the cause here and work this back and forth, spray some lube on her. It's not, oh, she's coming. Not a great thing to know that, you know, right out of the get-go, you got a seized bolt. That generally depicts the way the rest of the job's gonna go. You see the rust dust falling down here as I'm turning it. This vehicle currently has 367,000 kilometers on her, so if you want to know what that is in miles, well, get your calculator out, your pocket number maker there, and divide 367,000 by 1.6, and that'll get you back to the mileage there. So let's see, 100,000 kilometers is 60,000 miles, so 180,000. You know, we're dealing with about 190,000 mile vehicle here. So you can see, that was very clean. So we'll get up in here with a little 13 mil on a 1/4 inch drive, and we'll take that battery cable off. Now remember, you disconnected the battery cables, so at least I hope you did anyways. I broke loose pretty decently. How you doing today, Braden?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Don't talk so loud in front of the camera, or, you know, you'll have the fella that's out there in TV land saying, will you turn that down? Well, most probably would. I'll tell you another thing here when I get this battery cable off, which most of you probably know, but some of you don't, but we'll bring you in on her here. Currently just working this back and forth, so it'll come all the way off without twisting off when it gets near the end, because you never know, you might be taking this off, and back in the day you used to be able to go to your local Canadian Tire or auto parts store, and you used to be able to get a set of brushes and the starter drive there, and you could kind of do your own starter rebuild. And by that, you take these two bolts out here and you take that little end cap off, take the armature off, and in here there's 3 brushes. And you take the armature, and of course they've got a round copper end on it. You take an old hacksaw, snap the end of the blade off, and there'd be graphite in there, and you just give her a couple passes there just to undercut the armature just a bit, clean her all up, put new brushes in, and put that back together, and then you get a new starter drive, or an overrunning clutch as they're also referred to as, and you put that in, make sure your solenoid work good, have at her. Now, you get this cable down out of here. I want to take some sandpaper or wire brush, clean that all up. Get that out of there. This one here, oh yeah, that looks great. There's just a problem waiting to happen, so we might be looking at that. Once we get these two 15mm bolts off, you want to clean up where the mounting surface is on the block there, so she's nice and shiny. Maybe put some, dielectric grease, or just even some wheel bearing grease or something on there just to keep it, because that corrosion right there can create a voltage drop, which will in turn impede how the starter works. So, you wanna kind of do a voltage drop. Check the battery. Another thing to do is check the battery voltage at the battery, and come down here and check on this cable and make sure that it's within 0.1 of the battery voltage at the battery. If it's, say 12.9 volts up at the battery, and 11.9 down there, you're losing 1 volt through the cable. Well, that could be caused by corrosion buildup in the battery cable, so you might want to consider that being the problem and not the starter, and replacing that cable. So anywho, we got our 15mm, the 1-foot extension up here, and we're gonna back these bolts out a little bit till about the last thread. So it'll help, allow the starter to drop away. Get on to the next one here and break this loose. Oh, wow. That's gotten seized. That's great. Oh. That kind of sounds like me when I get up in the morning. Now, for all you folks out there, if this bolt was seized and couldn't come out, and you knew you were doing away with this starter, I might be inclined to take a hammer and a coal chisel and go right there. Split the side off and maybe take your Benzomatic, or if you got a set of Harrison torches there, or Harris torches, they can heat the block right there. Douse her down with cold water. That'll expand her just enough. You can most likely get this bolt out. As you can hear, it's coming out there. Now we got her broke loose. You also want to take these over and put them on the old wire brush. Get a couple wires stabbed in the bottom of your feet there, because those little buggers, they'll poke right through your shoes or boots or whatever you got on there, and jam right in the bottom of the foot. So yeah, you might want to clean that bolt up. Anywho, get up in here and finish taking this one out.
You want me to hold it?
No. Hope you all have seen the other video there of the new car we were bringing home there. We had to try out the old tires on her there, so we did a bit of a burnout out there. Hope you liked that. I enjoyed doing it as much as maybe you enjoyed watching it, so it was all fun. Apologize about the pavement out there. Kind of messed her up in front of my buddy's house. So anywho, there you go, folks. One starter removal. We're gonna take some time and clean up the block here. Not that it needs much of it. It's actually not too bad, but we'll clean that up. And we'll clean up the battery connections there. These bolts, we'll get back to you. We'll get her all cleaned up and get her ready to show you how to reinstall her and give her. Okay, so we took the little solenoid terminal off here. Took the battery cable off there. So we're just gonna give these a little touch up with Scotch-Brite. Now you don't want to grind her right away. You just want to clean her up there, boys. You don't need to drive the disc right through it. But that does slow down the draw, increase your continuity. Right now, Junior's over there on the bench grinder, grinding up the bolts there. Probably packing his cheeks out. Very nice, great success. So, I wanted to show you something here. Like I said, in testing a starter, you want to test first that the armature goes. You take your booster pack or a set of booster cables from a known good battery. You put the ground on here. And you take your positive lead and you put her across there. We'll take these pliers and show you how. Let's touch these two together. If the starter turns, it'll spin just the armature. So we're running clutch here, will not kick out. You want that to kick out, you take the battery terminal here and that small terminal and you just touch them two together. That'll roll the engine over. Now on a derby car, most of you already know, if you want to, make your own ignition circuit, take a battery, heavy gauge, fuse link wire, run her up to a toggle switch or a push button up here. There's really no button there, Braden. I don't know why you're looking, but I got you. And you want to run the other side of it down to here. So when you push your button like, a lone wolf, boom. You got her rolling over so she'll fire up. Nothing more, nothing less. Two wires up. Go up here. See, I got you again. There's no switch here. I don't know why you keep following me. But anywho, you're just closing this circuit. Starter's rolling the engine over. Thank you. All right, we're back to you here. So, like I said, we're early birds here. Really? What the hell? Really? Turn the air back on. Oh my God, I think have created monsters. I play that trick all the time. Guess that's payback for me getting you with that switch earlier, right?
Yep.
It really wasn't there. Look at all that corrosion build up, boys. Let me get the light out of your eyes and get her focused here. That's built up pretty thick, so. Shut the compressor off, please. See all that flying away? You want to get all that off there. Another good thing to use if you got corroded battery terminals is baking soda and water. Creates a foaming agent that's really good. Grab your wife's toothbrush and use it. Don't tell her. So there you go. You cleaned them all up, saved yourself some work. I'll disconnect that air leaking thing. Get her ready. So, one other thing we want to do here after is I showed you how to clean them up. Just do the same thing and just do the block right there. I don't have to do it on this one. Get the old flake and paint out of the way. It's clean. But, you know, just so you can see, just take that just like sandpaper and give her a little scratching here and there. You know, voila. As much of a voltage drop as you can have, you just created. So I take a little Slideys number 331 dielectric grease, synthetic. A little bit across here, a little bit up in the bowl hole so you can get her into the threads, and makes it easier to get her off the next time. Hopefully there won't be one, but anyways.
There won't.
Stop the corrosion. Put some on all your connectors here, so you know you just see her change a bit of color. We had to clip that off because you got to switch the end on the starter. One had an eyelet, the other had to push the seat terminal. So anywho, well, Junior's making you sick here with camera movement. We're gonna end the video. I mean, unless you want me to watch and put back on there and show you how to get her done. So there you go. Starter replacement, 09 Torrent. The basics of what I just done right here are applicable to any and all vehicles. So, you know, if you like what we did, feel free to use it. Make it your own. If you got a better way of doing stuff, feel free to drop a comment. Sometimes we leave it so you can come back to me and say, well, you're an idiot. You just do it this way and it's a much better result. Together, we're working together to provide, you know, the easiest, cheapest way to maintain your vehicles and get back and forth to work. I got money that I have to spend on my kids. They all got hollow legs. So anyways, and I'm looking to buy some cars. Got to keep the sport going. So anywho, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Take this time to like, subscribe, turn on your notifications so anytime we post a video, it can be, you know, brought to your attention, and let's get her done. Have a great day. Take care now. Bye. Oh, and I did want to say this. Don't forget, follow your boy for more car tips. See ya. So just a little video recap where starter works good, everything. I just wanted to say, you know, happy birthday to my oldest son, Austin, May 24th, and my youngest son, Braden, May 26th. Happy birthday to you. I love you. I'm proud of you. You know, I don't know what else to say other than, you know, you really do make me very proud. I'm proud of the young lads you're becoming, the man you've become, you know. So anyways, during that video of the starter replacement there that you just are watching, the fall was scripted. It was solely for humor, nothing more, nothing less. Alrighty, take care. Have a great remainder of your weekend. We're off. So anyways, like I said, remove your cloth, put it on here. We brought you back, starters on, vehicles on the floor. Tighten them up a little bit. Battery terminal protector. Gotta get yourself some. Now, unfortunately, this is red. Okay, so you gotta pay attention. Read the top of the battery. Most times, for whatever reason, the manufacturer does not put them up where they're out of sight or where you can see them. Of course, they gotta put it right on the battery. So it normally ends up right under the cable. Very smart. Very smart. Like, you know. So, one good trick to get into, just take your paint marker, in which case I can't find mine, but anyways, take and draw a big plus right here and a negative right there. So, you know, if you're not the one doing it and your wife's out and about and, you know, she doesn't trust the individual that may be giving her a boost, she can look and go, oh, plus, positive. So anyways, you know, another little tip and trick there. Just want to give this a little spray down. Slows down the corrosion and whatnot. Protect your cables. There again, you see both of them are red, so no, it's not a doing positive. Remember what I said. A plus here, negative there. Y'all watch Toy Story. So don't put the battery on backwards or kaboom, and there goes the ECM. So anyways, before I finish putting this all back together, be a thinker, not a stinker, we're gonna give her a try. So we'll see what happens. As our buddy would say, bring on the thunder. There you go, folks. Starter replacement, 09 Torrent. Have a great day. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hey, welcome back. So as we're, I wasn't going to bring you in on this, because, we're just reversing the procedure to install. But I told you I had to change this terminal end. So anyways, I wanted to show you one of the proper ways. Now, this little pigtail here comes with most starters and some alternators. So I kind of rob Peter to pay Paul, because when they're good, I leave them, because anytime you cut the wiring harness like this, you're exposing all this copper to oxygen, which starts a corrosion process. But I just wanted to show you here, this is a proper way to make a connection. So you slide that up on there as far as you can. Don't pull it back out like I just did. So we're gonna take our blue one and we're gonna put that on there and just give her. See? There you go. Now, on these there is heat shrink. So I just cut a little bit, put it right down on there, shrunk that up as much as possible, put a little piece there to seal that up. Slide that over there, split the difference. Heat her up. Now you can see as this shrinks, there's your connector right there. We got equal amounts on both ends. Just heat it up nice. You can use a hair dryer, a heating strip works best. Direct flame's not always the greatest. You get them little mini torches with the pylon style end on it, so it directs it down, and just pass it by it. Anyways, there you go. A secure connection, a sealed connection. Now, I had taken this slideys and putting a little bit in there. It's trapped in there, so it doesn't corrode as quick, because we all know today's standards, things aren't made like they used to be. So I take a little bit, run it in my gloves, just coat her up. Makes a bit of a mess, dirt will cling to it and everything else, but you know what? I'd rather seal it up. So anyways, put that on there. Drop your nut on, a little bit of, dielectric grease afterwards. Gob her on there, just put her on so it slows down the corrosion process. Anyways, take care. Starter replacement done. 09 Torrent. Don't forget to hook your battery cable back up, or you'll think that your starter's bad. But that's your choice. Take care. Have a great day. Bye.